gentlemen, this is Sugaray Raper, and we are live
at the Suga Shack. Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? This is your main man, Sugaray Raper. I got to remember not to get so close to this microphone, my big mouth. It's like we start to break it out. Hey, how's everybody doing? I hope you guys are blessed. Hope your families are blessed. I've been praying for everybody during this crazy 2-year pandemic. It's like one of my dystopian movies or one of my anime shows I watch. I can't believe that this stuff is real. But anyway, we are live and direct right here at the Suga Shack. Barbara Caton, how you doing, you gorgeous woman? Hey, so we are hoping everybody is doing good today. Today there really isn't a question of the day. We're taking it easy for the question of the day. I got my main man, Mr. Brandon Santini, who's been nice enough to divulge a small portion of his time from his busy schedule. And that schedule for you Americans is schedule, because I love my Patrick Stewart, my captain, Picard is all the thing on. Leaving the blue light on. Mark Wathan, I'm not sure what the whole blue light thing is about. I'm going to leave that alone. I don't touch it too much, I'm thinking more red light, but yeah, all right, red light district. Aaron Joy, all the way from Mumbai. Aaron Joy is on. Brandon, I don't know if you remember that young man. He had a great band that played with us while we were in India. Cherry, how you doing? And how's Greg doing? We want to send you love and joy. Jean-Marie Vincent, bonsoir, monsieur. D'être ça va? Oui, c'est bien. I hope you're doing real good, my man. Love you guys. Greg Stem, Live to Johnson. I send hello hooks to you and Brandon Santini. Thank you, Cherry. We've been sending prayers for you and Greg. And like I said, if you need anything, if there's anything that we can do or that I can do, please let me know. We also have the Wizard of Oz, the main man himself, the man behind the curtain, Mr. Eric Dang Sessamon, my brother back there doing it up with them twinkle fingers. That man types so fast. I tell you, he sounds just like them chicks at the airport, them ladies at the airport. Like, listen, I was just asking to move up one seat. Okay, just a moment, sir. You know what I'm talking about if you ever been to the airport. Christina Beer, how you doing? I hope your COVID situation is better, baby. We love y'all in Canada. We miss you. We need to get back up there. Brandon Santini is my guest today. There is no question of the day today, so just ask your questions. We're taking it easy. We're laid back, and as always, we want to do this show for you. So these are musicians and actors and doctors. I've had all kind of people on the show, and it is letting you be a fly on the wall of the green room when we get together. But before we go there, I'm gonna go and throw me a throwback up here. I'm gonna play something I ain't played in a long time. This was done by me. And I haven't played this a year. This is me and Frank Goldwasser. And I'm going to play this. And hopefully, since I own it, Facebook won't shut me down and mute us. But if they do, as I'm going to tell you more times than once, YouTube is a much better viewing platform for the show. It's in full 1080p. It's in high definition quality sound. And they don't seem to be as stuck up as Facebook can be. But check it out. ain't heard that in a while.
Please leave your wife at home. Please leave your wife at home. Look out, children. Look out now. Look out now. You don't want no trouble. You don't want no mess. There's just one thing I ask you, man. Keep your woman at home. There's just one thing I ask you, man. Lord,
Keep your woman at home.
it's alright. Keep your woman at home.
Lillistrom in the house. Milwaukee in the house. I'm good. Your mic is burning me up. Right on, y'all. I hadn't heard that for a long time. That was written by my buddy, Mr. Frank Goldwasser. I'm trying to remember the young man. I'm bad with names at times. I'm trying to remember the name of the young man that was playing the harmonica. Matter of fact, he used to be with the 44s back in the day. Very young man who's in the military now. And his name is escaping me. But at the time of recording that, I think he was only like 19 years old. But that young boy can blow a mean Mississippi whistle. He bad. He bad. Hopefully he'll stay with it. He didn't have to get out the service because, so far all this week I've had great harmonica players on. Like today, my brother Brandon, baby. Brandon. That name is very, very white bread, though. We're going to have to give him a blues name whether he like it or not. We're going to call him El Beardo or something. We got to give him one. That Brandon's all right. Brandon's all right, we got to give him something, y'all. A Mississippi Pete or something. I don't know. We're gonna come up with something. He backstage laughing. If I was in, I've been throwing all kind of darts and knives at me, but that's all right. I love him anyway. He good people. Right on. How's everybody doing? How's your New Year? How's your New Year going so far? Let's stay away from the Omicron. We know that that's out there. Ain't nothing we can do with it, but try to protect ourselves and our loved ones and friends. But other than that, how is your year shaping up so far? Everybody been having a good time? Everybody being safe? Meredith Hoff, all the way from Lillistrom. I love Lillistrom. Isabel Lippi, good music for my end of work day. Right on. And to all our fans and all our friends that are over there on YouTube, how you guys doing? We're trying to post everything over so everybody can see it because I know they can't see what happens on Facebook without being posted up on the YouTube show. Check that out. What do you feel about that? So I'm trying to get them all posted up here. Jan Stevens, how you doing, mama? My good brother, hell of a bass player out of Chicago, Mr. Mark Sheely. And Mark, I'm really sorry to hear about JB, man. That was sad news. That was sad news. People have been leaving Betty White and a few others. You know, I posted yesterday about James M. Toomey, one of my favorite musicians. He was a great jazz guy. He went over to the R&B world back in the day. Wrote stuff for Donny Hathaway, Phyllis Hyman, Roberta Flack. I think he even wrote some stuff for Luther Vandross. But James M. Toomey, he's famous in the black world, soul world for that song Juicy. Boop, 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 boop. That's what most people know him from. And then I think Biggie Smalls came back and sampled his song Juicy with Big Papa. But James M. Toomey, great writer, great musician, passed away yesterday also, as well as Bob Saget. So we're going to send prayers, even though I don't know them personally, we're going to send prayers to their family. I like to send strength because that's what families need at this time, strength more than anything to get through this situation and keep on rolling. Now, let's get back to a more positive note. I want to play a song by Mr. Santini before I bring him up on the stage. Matter of fact, we're going to go right here. This is a song by Brandon. You guys check this out. I love this young man. He's good people. This is called One More Day.
people that love you and that you are a very valued person. And that we want to see you get healthy and whatever it is, there are people to help you through the darkness into the daylight. And that's what this song is about. It's just called One More Day. One more day. I feel the cold wind blowing in my aching back. I hear the night sound howling like the train on the track. I keep a praying, Lord. I keep a praying, Lord. I keep a praying, Lord. Won't you help me through just one more day? 1,000 miles down today. It feels like 10,000 more. Must be on my way. When that road gets heavy, in the sky turns dark, your feet must carry no distance too far. I keep a praying, Lord, for one more day. I keep a praying, Lord, for one more day. I keep a praying, Lord, won't you help me for one more day? I keep a praying, Lord, for one more day. I keep a praying, Lord, for one more day. I keep a praying, Lord, won't you help me for just one more day? Thanks a lot. We'll be right back. Stick and stay, don't go away. How about it for Timo Arthur on guitar, Jeff Cunningham on bass, Ron James on drums. We'll be right here at the merch table. Take care of your bar staff. Yeah, baby.
One more time, y'all. Give it up for Brandon Santini.
That was deep, Brandon, man. I like that, brother. I like that. That's a pretty deep song, man. Like it's like the protest stuff that I've been writing up lately. I like that, man. It's kind of like where my brain is. Darren Pugh, love this tune. Right on. It's a good one. Aaron Joyce says it sounds good. My buddy Mark Shealy put something up for my buddy JB that just passed away out of Chicago. You guys go check him out. JB Ritchie used to be with Buddy Guy for years. A great guy. I had the opportunity because of Mark Shealy to play with them a few times out in Chicago. Really cool cats. Just good people. Also, giving a shout out once again to Greg Slim Lively and Cherry Johnson. Greg has had a hell of a go of it. He's still on this side of the grass. He's still fighting. So we're still fighting with you, brother. So we love you both out there and on the Pacific Northwest. We love you guys. Yes, I got my Muddy Wards Cherry behind me. I got 3, I think. They changed them up. I think I got 3 of them. I've been blessed. The Pacific Northwest has been good to an old Negro. Been good to an old Negro. I can say that. You can say that too. It's all fun, brother. All right, let me see. I wanted to, I'm not going to play another one. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute this young man. I'm going to just bring him to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands and flippers together for my main man, Mr. Brandon Santini. Yeah. Brandon, what up, my brother?
What's happening, man? How are you? It's so good to see you, brother.
I'm still old and black, but I'm on this side of the grass, baby. That's all that really matters.
I'm glad you are, man. I think I still am too, brother. So
yeah, I can dig
it.
Me. It's been crazy. No, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking out the time. It was funny because, it's like I know so many people and I'm going through, sometimes I'm like who should I ask Eric or somebody like that, who should I have as a guest? And, sometimes it just pops in my head. And then the other day, you popped in. I was talking to somebody and you popped up on the, I'm like, you know what? I need to call Brandon. I call Brandon to see if he wants to do the show, so
yeah.
Thank you for taking the time, brother. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Oh, glad to do it, man. A big fan. I love you, man, and I'm very glad to be here, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Don't pay any attention. If you see me looking this way, it's because I got you on like a 78-inch plasma screen, like 3 feet in front of me. So it's like you're sitting across on the other table. Somebody
so
just
I'm 4X. I'm 4X on your screen.
Yeah, you just regular size on my screen.
Oh. Okay.
Who's that ringing the doorbell? Sorry, somebody just rung my front doorbell. Uh-oh. And then they hiding from the camera. But they don't know I got cameras everywhere, so I'm gonna see who it is.
Is your dog barking or not barking?
Dogs are not barking.
All right.
Did they leave some? Oh, they just left a package. All right, I get that later.
It's Amazon, man.
It's Amazon. They know me by name. That's sad.
It's like my girlfriend, man. She gets about 5 packages a day, man.
Sound like my wife, man. UPS, the UPS, FedEx, and the Amazon got actually like they walk up and be like, "Shug." I'm like, yeah, what's going on, man? What is Brandon's name? Evelyn Hayes. Oh, that's right. I also would be remiss in not mentioning the passing of the great Miss Betty White, and of course, the passing of the incredible Mr. Sidney Poitier. We've lost some big ones there, man, and some good people, I think.
Yeah.
So
for sure. But what great people, man.
I know. I was reading one of the people that some of the videos I've shot back in the day, Kelter and Susan Jones, they're just great people, Sundance winners and all that. Friends of mine from way back. So they sometimes will shoot great videos. Some of the videos you see, they've shot them and just, gave me the old man budget and hooked me up. But he had the opportunity to spend some long time with Sidney Poitier at Sidney's house. And got the whole story down, So I didn't realize he was born on a ship, because I guess his parents they lived in the Caribbean, and I guess it was a banana boat. He was actually born on a banana boat or whatever it was, and but I guess he was also American citizen. His life was just really interesting,
Oh,
and I know he was really big into civil rights and all that stuff, and amazing guy. But then I think the same thing with Betty Wright. Betty White, sorry, not Betty Wright. I'm thinking 2 different people here, but Betty White. A lot of people don't know that Betty White was like one of the first women to have a TV show. And she also was one of the first women to bring a black man. I can't think of his name now, but he was a tap dancer. She used to bring him on the show. And even when the southern states threatened to cancel her show, she said, okay, and brought him on more than once a week.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. She
I
didn't
mean,
care, man.
no, she did not care. A lot of people, they you think about her jokes, but you need to go back and look at this woman's life. She was a true trailblazer from day one. You know, it was her way or the highway, and I love people who have that type of spirit.
Sure, man, absolutely, man, and of course, animal rights activist. She did. She was heavy into animal rights, and you know, her career, man, like you said, it was long, and you know, everybody. It really saddens me because I was starting to see, you know, she was getting ready to turn 100, man. So
Yeah,
you know, everybody on the you were starting to see a lot of TV programs starting to, you know, have celebration programs, and I think People Magazine, we got it at the house, and Betty White turns 100 on it.
Oh, I
And
didn't
then
see that.
yeah, and then she just, you know, they were starting to make a big spectacle out of it, and which they should, because how can you not with Betty White?
I'm saying.
Yeah. So and then she passes, man. It just shows that we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, and you know, we're thankful for the moments we have, but yeah, she was special. She was special, man.
Lawrence, thank you for putting that up here. And I agree with you, especially. It was Arthur Duncan. She made his career. I think he was like 19, 20 years old when she started bringing him on her bride. She was actually up at a talk show back when she was in her 30s, you know, and she would bring him on. He was a great tap dancer. So, Lawrence, thank you for that, because I could not remember the name. I'm good, but sometimes my mind is like a steel sieve, baby. So I appreciate that. No, it's I think people like that should be celebrated more and more. I think it's a good visual for the young people, and people that are not so young like myself. You know, is always something to strive for. Of course, you know, I'm a country guy, and I grew up in East Texas, you know, 15, 20 minutes from Shreveport, Louisiana, and my grandma raised me that way. I treat everyone with the same amount of dignity and respect. As I was telling, I was just on an interview with the blues magazines out of Scotland, and like I was telling them, I grew up where, you know, for me, I treated everybody the same. You're a good person or you're a butthole, and it doesn't, or asshole, and it doesn't matter if you're black, white, yellow, orange, green, 3 horns, half a titty, the biggest ass in the world. You're either a good person or you're asshole. Color got nothing to do with it. So I don't treat people on color. I treat people on character, I guess the word you would say. And that's where I always will be, because that's the way I was raised. Plus, my grandma would roll over in the grave, and Big Mama roll over in the grave. I know she's coming out with a switch. Go ahead.
No, I mean, it's evident that you were raised upright, man, and you know, I was raised up in North Carolina, so I see a lot of.
You got the same. You country too, boy. Your mama, you young though. You young. I was gonna say, did they break out the switch on you? You might have came after the switch era.
No, I've been worn out by my grandma with the switch a couple times on that button. Them legs, man, them bare legs in the summertime.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's still the fear of God in you, man.
Oh yeah, bro. Real quick,
man.
I always tell people, my brothers and I tried to be brave one time. Like, we ain't gonna cry. My grandma waited till we got out of the tub one night. Like, I'll teach you little dirty somethings.
She'll teach you right quick, man.
So, North Kakalaki, baby. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. See, I was born there. I lived there till I was 21, and then I moved out to Memphis, and now I live in Springfield, Illinois. But yeah, I'm a Carolina boy.
Right on.
Me and my family's just a bunch of hillbillies from North Carolina, man.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that, brother.
No,
and a
man.
damn thing.
No.
Some of my best friends are hillbilly. I got this old white dude, and I had to say that because when you hear his name, you never think he's white. And he's an old white cat. His name is Clyde, and I love Clyde. He is like family. I swear to God, if he got to be, he's got to be part of my family. But Clyde is good people. That's where I get my shine from. So anytime I'm down in Missouri, Clyde lived down in the Missouri area, Springfield out that way, Joplin, and he is an old hillbilly. He came out of the Ozarks, a true hillbilly. I mean, you see pictures of his house. It's like my great-grandma's house. It's about 5 feet off the ground with the chickens running underneath it, the outhouse, the whole nine.
Yeah.
But he is also some of the salt of the earth people you ever want to meet on this planet. Fair and to the point. I like that. That's the part that get me, that sort of being lost now.
It very much is, man. Chivalry and just manners, man. It's etiquette, man.
Say it again. Wait a minute. No, you said in the middle. Say it in the middle. Manners.
Yeah.
So people, it's like people. It's almost like they don't teach their kid manners today.
Yeah. I don't
What?
think they do, man, and it's sad, man. I even if just if it's just holding the door open for somebody, man, and it's I see someone not doing that, and I'm just inside. I'm like, what are you doing, So I agree. Manners are crucial, man.
Yeah, well,
Crucial.
manners meant a lot. I mean, it used to be an unspoken thing. That's why you were able to go anywhere as long as you mind your manners. You were usually pretty much. But kids, I mean, black, white, Spanish. I don't think that the parents that they teach their kids manners,
No,
which is why I think
the
their kids don't respect older folk.
Yeah, sadly,
my
man.
opinion.
I think that's a lot of the problem is, let's say kids these days, but it's a lot of parents these days when it comes down to it.
Bernie Mac said it best. That's what Bernie Mac said. He said, "You beat your children." No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, Red, that's Bernie Mac. Beat them, get a headlock, hit them in the throat. No, but no, I just think that I agree with that. I think a lot of kids today are not raised with manners, and being Southern cats like us, like I said, all those cats, Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, certain parts of Florida, other parts we just need to blow the hell up. But we were taught manners. Virginia, you were taught manners. Manners meant a lot. Like, if somebody came back to your mama or grandma and told them about the way you acted without your manners, that was usually a butt whooping.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So you embarrassing them.
Yeah. Exactly right, man. Exactly right. But so many people, like you said, have just gone so far away from that and that whole mindset, and it's sad to see. But I mean, there still are a lot of folks out there that do adhere to it.
Yeah, let us make that distinction. We're not saying everybody, because I have met some kids. I mean, now you meet my son. He's 6'8", my size, but 4 inches taller than me. But he's getting ready to turn 30. But if you 50 years old or older, it's gonna be yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. And his friends be like, "Why you say that?" And he's like, "It's respect." And they didn't understand it until now they come around me. They say yes, sir, and no, sir. I hate that thing when you ask kids, "Baby, can you come here for a minute?" What? I'm like, "My mama." If I turn around and told my mama what, just like that, just blunt, like what, she just slapped the taste out my mouth.
to come flying from the other room and get you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember what that brings back. Me and my mom joke about one time when I was probably 12, and I forget what we were doing. I think I was helping her make her bed up or something like that, and I said something, and I just remember before I even knew it, she was flying over that bed and just got me, and I learned not to act like that in the future, man.
You learn real quick.
And I'm thankful, I'm really thankful when people give my mother compliments about, if they say, "Hey, you did a good job with Brandon." I'm always proud of that, because I always want to make
you should, because it make you feel proud. I always tell people, for me, my mom, God bless her soul, we were raised mostly by our grandmother, and people used to look at us, and they thought that my brothers and I, we the ones that should have turned out in jail with 40 kids, drug banging, because we came up hard. But I was lucky that I stayed off and on many years with my grandmother, who was more my mother than anything, and my brothers did too. And people used to look at my grandmother and they're like, "You took these 3 hard kids from the ghetto, and they all finished school. 2 of us military, 2 of them are police officers. One, no jail time, no illegitimate children everywhere, not And they were like, "That's amazing. You did a great job." And I was like, a lot of times for us, we loved our grandma so much that we stayed out of trouble just because we didn't want to embarrass her or cause her the problems. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I couldn't even imagine having to call my grandmother to come bail me out of jail, or folks at church on Sunday pointing at my grandma. That alone was enough to keep us, that if we did our dirty, it was buried so far deep down under the pyramid, no one was going to find it. But we were never going to do anything that embarrassed Big Mama. Never. Yeah. And that goes to this day.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man.
It's sad that more kids are not that way. Not like when I was growing up, that was a big thing. You just didn't want to embarrass your parents, and it held weight. If I guess what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And now we live in this new world, man. So I don't know, man. It's I will I don't know
about you, Brandon. I've gotten in trouble a couple times. I've been in stores and see kids talking to their mom.
Yeah.
And first of all, I'm mad at the mom because I was like, boy, I wish I would have turned around to my mama or big mama in a store and talked to her like these kids
Oh, yeah.
talking to. I mean, it's amazing. I'm just sitting there like,
I know.
are you a
I
parent
know.
or are you one of her friends? You know, like,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly, man. And while they're doing it, while they're doing it, they've got, their heads are buried in these phones, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
Yeah.
I see it every day too, and I'm sure pretty much most people see it that they go out and venture out into that, man.
Well, I didn't mean to
You
get off
see it
on
all the
all that,
time.
but see, like I said, this is the green room talk. We talk about everything.
Yeah,
But wait,
it's life, man. It's real life.
it is real life. Now I know that you have, or you're working on a new album, or you have a single that's coming out. I remember you mentioned that yesterday. You mind if we talk about that?
Oh, that'd be great, man. Sure, man. Yeah, I got a new one. The new single came out Friday, actually. It's
Oh,
called
it's out
Don't Shake
already.
the- Yeah, and it's just going to be a standalone single until we can get things back on track a little more when we get back to touring, and we'll hopefully get the full length album out. But yeah, it's called "Don't Shake the Devil's Hand," and it came out on Friday on Spotify, iTunes, and all those places. So I hope the people here will stream it. It's had good reception so far. It's out on Blues Radio. Michelle Castilla, she's promoting it. She's doing radio promotion. So
Yeah, she's doing some work for us also. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great, man. So it's good that it's finally out because you work so hard, behind the scenes to get it going, and I know you have a pretty good team behind you and with you, so that I know that helps, and so it takes all those pieces to get everything together and get it out. And when it's finally out, there's a sigh of relief, but then you still have a lot of promotion. So I've been looking forward to getting new music out, and I'm excited to have it out and to be doing promotion and hearing the response for it. So it's got my good friends Victor Wainwright and John Ginty from Almond Betts band playing on it, and then my touring band. So yeah, really excited about it, man.
Do us the favor. Give us the single name and the album name again.
Yeah, so the single is "Don't Shake the Devil's Hand," and it's just, like I said, it's just a single right now until we can get a whole album together. But yeah, somebody put the link there. That was real cool. Thank you, Eric.
That's his job. He's bad, man.
Yeah,
he types so fast, dude.
Very good.
Airline. I'm telling you, you need to go get a job at the airlines. I mean, that dude can type. I swear to God, 200 words a minute, dude. It's like it's crazy. I saw that Eric Corn chimed in, so let me make sure I give a shout out to my management, apropos management, Stephanie Gonzalez. Let me make sure I get out my record company, Eric Corn from 40 Below, record owner, producer, writer, Renaissance man, aka the Don King of 2022, baby. Let me give a big shout out to my booking agency, my man Jesse Rosoff over at the Mint and all that. And of course, the Wizard of Oz, ladies and gentlemen, Eric Sessman behind the scenes. So, my brother, last time I physically saw you, we were in Mumbai, India, of all places.
Yeah, man.
That was great.
That was a wild one. Yeah,
it was great though, but it was kind of strange. I was telling somebody that it's strange for me to be in a 6-star hotel and I look out and see what the surrounding area looked like. That made me feel a little. What's the word I'm looking for? I felt a little. I felt
entitled or
privileged, yeah, and I didn't like it. I kind of didn't like that, but I mean, my back enjoyed the the bed and the food, but when I would get out and sit out and smoke my cigar, I was like, man, that's kind of yeah.
I'll tell you, I remember that ride home or ride from the hotel when we got in late. I think we were on the same flight flying over there. We got in there. It was late and dark, and I'd never been to India before. And had you ever been?
I hadn't been to India, but I had been around the world. Like I had been to Beirut and other places that are kind of close here, and I know how the driving goes.
Yeah, that was the first thing that we were like, holy crap, man. There's no rules, or you drive on the line, whatever it is. We don't know, but it was like
the lines don't really mean nothing, dude.
Yeah, it was kind of like real life Mario Kart in a way, man. I don't know if you ever played that, but yeah. So we were, I couldn't believe we were seeing these the conditions that people lived in, and just these. I don't want to say tenement camps, but just those apartments were made and homes were made with tarps and signs and cardboard, and it was sad, man. It was really eye opening for me and my band, and to stay in that amazing hotel was it was we were in the center of, you know, of all that just that mess, you know, and I remember the pollution was really bad going out there, and
it took my voice. I by the time by the time I got ready to sing, I was like, it took my voice.
I remember but you sounded great, man. I mean, I remember you're having some issues from what you're saying, but yeah, man, that was a treat to be able to do that, an honor. But like you said, it was eye opening to be in that 6-star hotel, like you said, and you know, but there are a lot of folks that you know, that live in strange conditions over there, man. But it was a great festival, and thankful to all the Mahindra folks for having us, and that, you know, you guys put on a hell of a set, man.
Did y'all.
Me and my band were watching you guys.
I think everybody kicked butt, you know. You and Charlie Musselwhite together. I came and saw you guys set when you guys played together, and I was just, you know, man, I enjoyed it. I've been lucky that I've traveled. You know, my whole thing growing up was I thought I'd never see anything except for South Oak Cliff, Dallas, Texas, or Tyler, Texas, East Texas, and so it was always my dream to be able to travel. And I've done, you know, I've done probably 90% of the planet. I've been lucky, and I've seen some things. Like I said, I've played some places in Brazil. I've spent months and months in like places like Brazil and Paraguay and places, you know, what we used to think was considered poor. I always tell people, like, if it looks poor to me, and I'm from the ghetto, and I mean I'm from the ghetto, not I'm from the ghetto. You know what I mean? I grew up in Oak Cliff, West Dallas, back when Oak Cliff and West Dallas was like the real Oak Cliff, West Dallas.
Right.
And but I've gone to places around the world where I'm like, my ghetto compared to their ghetto, I was middle class.
Right.
I mean, the favela kind of reminds me of that. There's certain places that I've gone in Mexico that remind me of that, but I think that just the sheer size and the amount of people in India is what makes it look like, because there's just so many people in India. I think it's like what the second or third most populated country or something like that.
Yeah, it was. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised, man. People were just crammed on top of people,
and it's a big country.
Yeah. And then, of course, you got cows out there and dogs wandering the streets and things like that. So but add them into the mix.
But it was not a cultural shock. I mean, the only big cultural shock I ever had was Marine Corps when they shipped me from Texas to 40, 30, was it 90 days of boot camp. They come home for 10 days, then shipped me back to California. And then 10 days later, I was living in Japan. Now that was a culture shock. So you took the guy straight from Texas and shipped him to Japan.
You fit right in, didn't you, man?
Oh yeah, I fit right in. Yeah, okay, yeah. But I will give you this. I will say this. All the folks I've met in India, including those on the street as well as the staff you expect, but the people on the street, because we even went out, me and the guys, we went out, walked around and sight saw and all that stuff. Some of the most nicest, most salt of the earth people. Not once did I ever feel threatened. Not once did I feel like people were just staring me down. I mean, people were just genuinely nice. I enjoyed it. I mean, I really enjoyed it, and I hope I get to see India again. You know, I really would like that. When we were there for 6 days, I really would like to have been able to get on that train. Because that's been one of the things I've always seen. I would like to have taken the train ride. But you got to remember, India is a big country, but there was a lot to see. I wish we could have had opportunity to get out to see a bit more. I mean, we were there for how many days?
I think it was 5 days, something like 6 days, something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't get out to go sightseeing at all with our schedule, and then some of my guys went out, but I just remember it being so. The air was very thick, and I was having some sinus issues, so I really wanted to go out, and I regret doing it, but at that moment you got
actually in hindsight,
paying
bro,
me to come do a show, and
in hindsight you was absolutely right, because I think that's what that night when we came back, my voice, it was just like it was like in my throat, and I was like, and and people like, oh, you sounded great, and I'm like, I got at least 2 octaves, and right now I got a half of one, but I'm pro, and I'm gonna make it work. But But you know,
Yeah,
the
man.
voice was gone. I mean, it was gone. I was like, okay,
Wow.
you know, we went out by that lake. I mean, you couldn't even see the other side of the lake
Wow.
through
Wow.
the small. But you know, I was there. I had to at least see it because I didn't
Mhm.
know when or if I'd ever be blessed to come again.
Right.
Uh, but Mahindra and was it Glenfiddich or Glenlivet?
Oh, Glenlivet whiskey. Whiskey.
Glenlivet.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah,
that tasting we had with Charlie. Yeah, man. That
yeah.
was the night before
Those
that
guys were really
party.
nice. Matter of fact, it's funny because I was just talking to Colin from Blues. Is it Blues? I think it's the one in Europe. Is Blues Matters?
Yeah.
I think it's Blues Matters. Just did an interview with them literally a few moments before we actually came on. When I talked to you guys, I just got off the phone with
Okay.
those guys out in Edinburgh, and they were like, "We love Brandon, man, and blah 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 blah." And like that, so he was already calling people. I saw that a few people from Scotland and Ireland chimed in already.
Yeah.
So there you go. It was
Oh, that's
Glenn
right.
Living. Thank you, Aaron
Edin
Joy.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Edinburgh is one of my favorite places in the world. I've been able to go over and do the Edinburgh Jazz and Blues Festival, I think 3 times within the last 6 years.
Oh, right
And
on,
yeah, they fly me over there, and I don't get to take my band, unfortunately. But
dude. That's where it works
you know how it is.
sometimes. You see.
Yeah, and you just work towards. Well, I'm working towards that, of course. But so yeah, man, they treated me so good in Edinburgh, and I've done that festival a few times. And what I'll do is I'll go over for about I think probably about almost a week and do about 3 or 4 shows with a Scottish backing band,
Mm-hmm.
some friends I've made, incredible musicians, and then I'll kind of do maybe 1 or 2 guest appearances with some other musicians, and I get to enjoy the city outside of that, and it's a beautiful city, historic, and
Very historic.
yeah. So
I mean,
I enjoy going there a lot.
that's pretty cool because I had only been to one time, and they brought me in.
Mhm.
We were on one of those crazy world tours I used to do, which I'm not doing that anymore. No more 4 or 5 month tours. I'm too old. We're going out 15 days and we're coming home for a week. That's the way it works
Yeah,
now.
man.
I've done 18 years of that, but at any rate, we really enjoyed Edinburgh. I think we were there for 3 days, so we got an opportunity to get out and walk the city and go up to the castle and try to see. We did some of the touristy stuff because again, don't know when I'm gonna be back, but we always try because we travel a lot to get outside the tourist area and get kind of try to get into the city and get lost a little bit and find those hidden gems that
Sure.
you come back and talk about it. But like you said, beautiful city, beautiful people.
Yes. Yeah, and talking about some blues lovers, man. Oh my God, they love it over there. Thank God. And of course, all the European folks are just amazing when it comes to being fanatics of the music.
But not just Europeans. Wait till you get down in the Caribbeans and places like that. Of all things, they love their reggae
Right.
and they love all that stuff, but they love blues and they love soul. It is a huge. Oh, and the other big music of all things in the Caribbean, country.
Country music.
Country
No kidding.
music is huge.
I didn't know. See,
in the Caribbean.
I've never played down there. I never played down there. I've
It's
been on
crazy.
vacation down there.
Yeah, you're in a club. At night, if you stand in there long enough, they're gonna start playing country music.
No kidding.
They dig it, dude. Always have.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Now, do you think they're playing that? Are they playing that for tourists, or are they playing?
No. This is what the people listen to.
Yeah.
They playing like the
Wow.
reggae and island music and all that stuff for the tourists. But if you befriend someone and go to like what's a local club, like where the club was local,
Yeah.
you get up in there. Yeah, you go hear some hip hop. You go hear some soul. You're gonna hear a lot of country. Country.
Right. Wow, man.
Freaked me out every time I've gone. I'm like, what the? Really?
They gotta have a little twang in there with that soul, I guess, man.
Well, if you go back in the days of Bob Marley, Bob loved country also.
Really? See, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he loves country music. I think he probably felt like along the same lines as Ray Charles. Country music just like blues. It's the stories. It's like great stories. Hey, well, listen.
Right,
Before I want to play another video of you before this gets too long in the tooth because I get to talking, man. Let me know if I'm taking too much time. If you have to roll or something, just give me a word.
Oh, bro, no, I'm here with you, man. This is cool, man. This is great.
I'll tell you what I'm
nothing
gonna
else to
do. I'm gonna take my. Let me see. Where was this? Where's that one? We played that one. I'm gonna take myself off the screen. I'm gonna put up a video and you set it up for me, okay?
All right, buddy.
Hold
I
on.
think this is yeah, which one is this? Oh yeah, the Hip Shake. This is from Ottawa Blues Fest in Ottawa, Ontario. Ottawa, is that in Ontario, or is that, I can't remember it. Yes, Ottawa,
I never get
Ontario.
it right.
It's up there somewhere. Yeah, it's Ontario. But I'll tell you what, this was a great festival. We the Texas Horns were playing after us. We were on the big blue stage, and I think speaking of country, Sturgill Simpson and Beck were on the stage, just the main stage, just to the side there, man. And I just remember it being hot as hell, and I felt like I was in back in Memphis, because this was a July show. And but man, this is a great festival, and I think this is this is a pretty ripping cover of our arrangement of the Hip Shake from Slim Harpo. Oh yeah.
Well, there's a brand new thing that's going around. Said everybody.
Oh yeah, man, that was fun.
On the grown folks down. You don't move your arm. You don't move your leg. You don't move your lips, baby. You gotta shake your hips now. And do the hip shake. You do the hip shake. You do the hip shake. You do the hip shake. Well, I met a little girl in an old country
Thanks,
town.
Paul.
She said, tell me, baby, how do you shake 'em on down? You don't move your arm, you don't move your leg, you don't move your lips, baby. You gotta shake your hips now. And do the hip shake. You do the hip shake.
The great Timo Arthur on guitar. He's been in my band 8 years. 8 years now.
You do the hip shake. You gotta shake it all around and around and around, yeah.
How long can he play that thing?
Well, I met a little girl in an old country town. She said, tell me, baby, how do you shake 'em on down? You don't move your arm, you don't move your leg, you don't move your lips, baby. You gotta shake your hips now. You do the hip shake. 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 You gotta shake it all around and around and around, yeah.
Yeah, rip it, Timo. Boogie.
I play, man.
First time I seen Timo play that hard, man. I like that.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, Timo Arthur. Yeah, man.
Can you feel the blues power? Say yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Now listen. Well, there's a brand new dance that's going around. City, everybody's doing it, from the grown folks down. You don't move your arms. You don't move your legs. You don't move your lips, baby. You gotta shake your hips now and do the hip shake. You 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 gotta shake it all around and around and around in the air.
Yeah, man. Yeah, baby.
Right on, man. Wait, what just happened? Wait a minute. There we go. Right on.
Yeah.
That was nice,
man.
baby. Y'all was burning there, man.
That was burning, wasn't it, man? Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that was fun. I just remember that being such a fun gig, man. That was one of those. You get those festivals, man, and 99.9% of the time, everything goes great. And that was one of those times, man. And just such great memories being up there in Ottawa and all our Canadian folks, man. I sure miss all of them.
Yeah. We were up there. We were over on the east side, though. We were in Trois Rivières again with my buddy Brian Slack over at Trois Rivières.
Tell him to hire me someday, man. I can't get him to hire me yet.
Brian Slack, you used to watching this program. Hire Brandon Santini, man. Get a man a shot. Give him a shot, bro.
Yeah, you heard it, man.
Do it for Sugar. I appreciate it.
I'll give you 15%. I'll give you 15% of it, Sugar.
That's all right, man. I got to get that 15% up, so it's all good. Let me get a couple of different people. I want to say Naja Lawson. I forgot to mention that. I know that Frederick Lawson is always watching the show. Great bass player out of San Diego. His wife had some major surgery on her back finally. She's had back problems for a long time, and just like my wife who had major surgery, she put it off. But we want to wish Naja Lawson fast and quick recovery, because I'm telling you, I've been very lucky with all the injuries. I've been shot, stabbed, run over twice, and these are true stories. I'm not just making it up, but I've been very lucky. It's always been the knee, and I can fix it. I've been very lucky that my back has not gone out. My wife just had serious back surgery where they, in the middle of all this cancer, serious back surgery where they put in plates and they don't use the steel now. They're using some type of plastic they're using, and she's doing pretty good. She still has some back problems, but she dealt with it for decades till she finally went and got it done. And if your back is messed up, man, Renee, how you bonjour, Renee, I love you, Renee. I miss you so much, Renee. Tell Patrick I say hello. Sorry about that. That's Renee from Switzerland, from Basel, Switzerland.
Yeah,
work with my buddy Patrick. Known Renee for many years now. Good people.
You're talking about those back injuries, man.
Yes.
My last year has been nothing but back injuries, man. They want me to have surgery since May of last year. In 2021, I got to the point where I couldn't even stand or sit for more than 2.5 minutes. And
Whoa.
so basically I was bedridden between the bed and the couch, and I couldn't get any relief, man. It was the worst. And so I've dealt with that most of this year. And luckily, I've had two lower or lumbar epidural injections in my lower back. And so they want to do surgery. They want to do the spinal fusion on my back. So I'm still waiting on some other appointments with my second opinion before I go that way.
How far?
As far as the
fusion.
surgery or the fusion, it's down L3-4 vertebrae, just way down.
So you down there? You down there where my wife was? See, Pam heard her the first time. My wife, when I met her, was a serious bike rider. Like she did like the age ride, like riding a bike from San Francisco to LA.
Wow.
She done the Ironman thing over there on Kona and come out here to Arizona in the middle of the heat and ride 150. She was a serious bike rider.
Wow.
But we were in Mexico. We're in Mexico doing the Rosarito to Ensenada run. She would do that every year, and she did a header over a bike at 70 miles an hour and messed up her back. So she'd been dealing with it for years. And then with the cancer, bone, she has a bone and blood cancer, multiple myeloma, which went in there and made it even worse. The back was already messed up, but it started eating at the bone. So that's what she did. But she says that the pain is way better. I mean, she dealt with it for over 20 some odd years, but and it will come and go like you right now. See, that's the thing, is you don't know. You can literally be fine for a month. All of a sudden, the pain just goes away. You're like, oh, I'm fine, and then it hits you again. You're bedridden for it's. But anytime you're having surgery, it's a serious thing, and it's good to have a second opinion. And they've been trying to get me to replace this knee for 20 years. I've had 4 scopes done on it, and I still got it. And Dr. Janice Johnson, God bless her, and we're gonna go out there and do the heart fund. I love Dr. Janice. A few years ago, she gave me the stem cell shots in that knee, and I'm gonna tell you, I haven't had any knee problems in almost 4 years.
No kidding, man. Wow.
No pain. I used to be in so much pain, dude. To ride the airplane, I would be in tears.
Yeah,
have to fold my leg up for that. I couldn't do it. I mean, I would always get the seat where I could put this leg out in the aisle, because I would literally be in tears if I got to fold it up in that little space for more than like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but you were bedridden with it, huh?
It was, I mean, I couldn't really. I mean, it was from my day for about a month or so. Was me getting out of the bed with had a cane. I would get to the couch and I would just lay down the rest of the day. And they had me on some hydrocodone, some Norco, and things like that. And I was able to get the second epidural injection because the first one only lasted about a week and a half. And then the second one took, and that was in late July. And so I was able to function and play gigs and get through the gigs. And it's weird because when you play the gigs, I was talking to my doctor about this. They were saying that it could have something to do with adrenaline and the dopamine, or things that fire in your brain when you're playing. It's pleasure. And so it's able to numb that pain. But I'll tell you what, man, afterwards, give me about 30 minutes afterwards, I am done, man. I am toast. You
realize you're preaching to the choir, right?
Oh, I know, man. We're big dudes, man.
Yes. And you know how I like to drop it hot and I'm sliding. You know how I like to drop it hot and I'm sliding all over the stage. Remember, I've had 4 knee surgeries. So, after the gig, when, as long as I'm moving around, I'm good. Yeah. If I mess around and go to the green room and sit there and then try to come out and sign CDs, no. And so my friend has always been a leave, because I don't really take anything. So even the leave is strong enough to dull the pain. But I've been dealing with this pain for. First surgery was after the Desert Storm. So my first surgery on this knee was 1991 or 89. No, it was after Desert Storm. So 91. That was my first surgery. I've had 4 since then.
Wow. I was 9 years old. I was 9 years old, man.
Hey, man, don't be telling me how old I am, dude. I don't want to hear that.
You must have been 11 when you had that surgery then, right?
Yeah, I was an 11-year-old corporal in the Marine Corps.
Welcome, in, son.
Come on in. No, man, so have you, if you don't mind us asking, or mind me asking, so have you had your second opinion yet?
Yeah, so they've put me through some imaging and some I forget, I think it's called electro MG, where they
Yep.
shock the hell out of you.
Yep, him did
It's
all
like a
that crap.
torture.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like torture,
Oh
man.
yeah.
So we did all that, and now I'm having to go back and do more physical therapy before my insurance will let me
You have an
get
you have
more
an
imaging.
HMO?
Well, I do the I have state, good old state health.
Hey, better than nothing, brother.
I'm a blues man, man.
Hey,
It's helped
brother.
me, thank God, man. You know,
It is better than
but
nothing. So
yeah, man. So you know, the problem with that, man, is they kind of put you through
the
make you jump
ringer.
through hoops a little
Yeah.
more, yeah.
Yeah.
And the problem is right now I'm having to do 6 weeks of physical therapy, and at the very beginning, that was the first thing that I had to do before they would do anything. They're like, "Go physical therapy. Let's try to fix this." Well, I did 2 weeks of those, and it was hurting me so bad it was making it worse, just exacerbating the situation. And so my physical therapist wrote my doctor and said that you know, we're getting nowhere here, and we, you know, take your next step is basically what they told the doctor. So we did that, and that was back in June, I think, May, June. And so after that is when I started getting the you know, the epidural and the you know, those doctor's visits. But now since I technically didn't do the entire 6 weeks, I've got to go back and go through that before they'll do the next epidural injection, the third and final one, and B, do more imaging on it. So I'm just I could fight that, but
you
I
know,
just decided
it's
to
the
go
game.
jump
It's
through
the
the
game.
hoop,
Just
man.
jump through the hoops, man. Just it is one of
Well,
you
and
know.
physical therapy might help. Hopefully, that's
Yeah,
what
I mean,
I'm into when it comes
there's like
down
someone
to it.
just said something about aspirin. All that work if it's a superficial, but like
Mhm.
I don't know about Brandon, but like me, I have no meniscus. I am bone on
Mhm.
bone. I had a torn ACL, a torn LCL, and there's no meniscus. There is no. I had to
Wow.
fight them to give me an arthroscope for that fourth one. And he's like, there's nothing in there for me to
Mhm.
scrape. I say, well, scrape the tibia and the fibia, just scrape some of that arthritis off. No, seriously.
Yeah.
And they did that.
Yeah.
And he was telling my wife, this is a big name surgeon in LA, but he was telling my wife he'll be back in 6 months. We just gonna put the bionic knee over here on hold.
Mhm.
But that was 4 years ago.
Right.
The stem cell shot has done a hell of a job. I did 2 stem cell
Wow.
shots, and I went back and had a rooster crown shot, which is actually an organic version. But stem cells are organic too, but it's like an organic version of cortisone. But it's
Okay. All
organic.
right.
They actually make it out of, you know, a rooster. The crown on the rooster, it
Yeah.
actually has a medicinal and doctors use it for people that don't respond to cortisone. That you give them rooster crown.
I haven't heard of that, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
oh, there's a lot out there, man. And then we got the shot of the what's called spin disc, and it's this liquefied rubber that
Mhm.
goes into between my kneecaps, underneath my kneecap and between my tibia and fibia, and it makes a rubber. It makes a meniscus
Okay.
that lasts about a year, and I'm pretty sure it's long gone now. But
Right.
you know, it make it where my knee is actually like a regular knee. So I haven't really had any knee problems. Now, I guess when we really get back to touring hard and the bus rides and the plane rides,
Mhm.
you know, I'll probably have to break my leave back out so I can get back through the shows. But you know,
Yeah, well, you know, I'm constantly, man, just in awe of how much you give, man. And I know it's got to be, you know, hell on you as much as you're out there, you know, shaking and boogieing, man.
but
You know,
but the problem is, you know, that's because you're having a good time. You forget about that. You know, like I used to
you
jump.
do. Like I said earlier,
you don't
man,
think
that
about it.
stuff starts flowing,
The
man.
music is flowing through you. Your
Wow.
adrenaline's flowing. Your dopamines, whatever it is. You know, my wife and the band used to kick my butt because I'd get so into it. You know, I'd jump off the stage. Now I'm bone on bone, and I'm jumping off the stage just because into the crowd because I was, you're an artist.
Yeah, yep, I hear you, man. I hear you, man. No, you give it, man. You give it your all, man. You know, and
So
the
do
thing
you,
is,
though.
that's all we can do, man. I'm here, you know, I'm here to do that, and we owe it to the people. And like you said, you just forget about it. You get caught up, and it's what we do, man. It's what we, you know, it's our path. And so, yeah, man. I you know, I'm always amazed at you, man. And hopefully with my back, man, it'll it's kind of a blessing, I think, that it happened during this pandemic, during all this downtime, because there's no way if I had tours during that time, I couldn't have done it. So, I thank God for the timing of it. But man, I'm ready for it to get fixed, man, whichever way it's going to be, because, obviously being a big dude, it's that's all my life. I've been a big dude. And,
see, I know
that's put a lot of stress.
I was always the bony guy, dude.
Yeah, I've seen some of them old pictures, man. Yeah.
No, it's funny because like when Pam reads my service record book or my medical record book, she's always freaked out because it's like, what the hell? 6'5", 161 pounds. I'm like, yeah, that was supposed to have a weight, And she's like, what the? I said, yeah, I had like a 22-inch waist. I was 22, 34 long. Wow. And it wasn't until the knee surgeries that I started putting on weight. Once I couldn't run as much.
Yeah.
And then my thing was basketball. So I used to play basketball even after all the work I would do 4 or 5 days out of the week. I'd go and put in a couple hours.
Okay, so it's basketball for you. Yeah.
But then after that, after the third surgery, the night that I got run over with white supremacists, that pretty much made that knee. I had to wind up getting that surgery done. They're like, the doctor told me like, man, you already had a torn ACL and the LCL. You can see the repairs on it. He's like, you one of them people. Your knee's so bad, you realize that you can just go up a rebound, or you can just turn around and say hello to somebody, and we just have to give you the bionic knee. So they're like, your basketball days, your running days are done. So I haven't played ball in probably 18, 19 years, and that's when I started gaining weight and became big. Right. So people meet me and they're like, man, you're a big dude. I'm like, well, I was always a muscled athlete, so my body could carry this weight. But at some point, like when I go home, my aunts, them always give me a hard time. Like, did you eat Quran? That's my real name, Quran. Like, did you eat Quran? Like, oh, you really? Like, how kid folk can get you.
Oh, they gotta get you, man. And we get them when we can too, man.
You got to get yours in. Let me ask a couple quick. You got a few more minutes, or do you got to run?
Yeah, bro, I'm here, man. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you. What are your favorite harmonica? What brand are you using?
Man, I've always used Hohner harmonicas, man, and I'm actually so fortunate to be endorsed by those guys now.
Oh, congrats!
Harmonicas, yeah, man. So I think I started. I think it was 2017. I met Derek Frank from Hohner. Hohner, he's an artist rep. And I met him on Joe Bonamassa's "Keeping the Blues Alive at Sea" cruise, and
Joe, your buddies of mine, I haven't been invited to yet. I know I don't play guitar, but you get some singers on there. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, I don't play guitar either, man.
Yeah, but you playing the instrument, so as a singer, I ain't got no love. I'm really good with the hand claps, and I can play the drums. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're missing out, man. I tell you, man, you get up there, put one of those on them, man. I know they'll fire them up, man. I tell you what, that's a great cruise. And see, I've never done the legendary blues cruise. On the other hand, I've never been on that one, but I've done Bonamassa twice. And the most recent time, I met Derek Frank from Hohner, and I was actually with another harmonica company at the time, and I talked to him for a little bit, and I had gone back to playing Hohner harmonicas just because it was just like an old love. You fall back in love, and that's the one true love, if that makes sense. And so Hohner harmonicas have just been back in the the toolkit, and so I use Hohner Special 20 and Hohner Rockets.
Okay. And then and I always ask some of these little technical questions. Like I said, this show is totally different. It's just cats talking, which I love. And I got some more videos I wanted to play before we get out of here. But do you use a particular amp, or are you one of them cats that as long as you can hear yourself, you can blow like a son bitch like you always do?
Man, I love using amps. I use a big old 410 Bassman reissue from 1959 reissue, and that's been my mainstay. It's loud enough, and I can usually get it over the guitar players. No, I'm just kidding. I love
No,
all
you
my
ain't. No,
guitar
you ain't.
players.
I'm
Damn.
gonna put that out there. It is what it is. Guitar players know
But
it
then-
too. Ain't no sense in them getting all sensitive.
But then, the other hand, they're always like, "Damn harmonica players, man! You know, turn the harp down." I guess that's why I have my own band because nobody can tell me to turn it down in my band. Maybe that's why when it comes down to it. But yeah, man, I love using the amp like you saw in those videos, especially that hip shake, the second video. Man, you know, guys like Little Walter and Big Walter and James Cotton, man, what just that sound, that electric sound is just amazing. And of course, those guys, you know, they could play without an amp and sound absolutely amazing as well. And you know, that's something that I admire about those like the real deal blues guys, man, and even the modern day guys, of course, Kim Wilson and Rick Astor and all those guys, man, Dennis Grunling, they just have such massive tone, unamplified, and that's, you know, it's a very good you know, good thing to try to have when you start learning harmonica players, to have a big nice tone, a thick tone, even without the amp.
Now, someone just asked, what makes the Hunter special compared to other brands?
Man, to me, you know, again, it was the first Honer was the first harmonica that I started out playing when I was 15, and it was the Special 20. And I think for Honer, they have a really good feel to them, and it's like certain guitar players, you know, have a Gibson, some will have a Stratocaster, and you know, for any instrument, it's all a matter of what feels good to you. And I think just by learning and playing a lot of blues rock material, using the specifically the Honer Special 20s and the Honer Rockets, those are really good plastic combs, and rather than traditional marine bands, which I think are suited better for more traditional playing. But for me, I love the Special 20 and the Rockets, so I can get around on them pretty quickly. They have great response if I want to get some speedy licks, and then you can drop back in, you know, in the back alley and play some you know, some lowdown stuff on them. So I think Honer harmonicas are just versatile, and they're durable. I think they had some issues, you know, maybe about 10, 15 years ago with some quality, but I get them. I play them straight out of the box, no modifications, and they last me so much longer than other harmonicas that I've ever played.
Oh, well, that's what you want. Because you don't want to keep trying to have to buy. Oh crap!
Yeah.
My D is out. I got to go get another one. You gotta
get another. Where's the Guitar Center?
Yeah, I mean that happens. I mean, there's just no way around it sometimes. But overall, you seem to be really happy with the Honer.
I love them, and they're really good to me, man. They treat me really good. They're very generous with their artists and have a good community. And like I said, it's just an honor to be on there. And maybe if they ever put me on a harmonica box, I'll have even more better things to say.
Hey, y'all hear that, Homer? Homer,
yeah.
Y'all hear that? Put that man on the box. Give some love. Frederick Lawson was saying, his wife Nadia, I was talking about before, she said she had back surgery a while before on L4 and L5 years ago. This new treatment is epidural treatment, like Brandon is mentioning. So she says trying to avoid back surgery. Next epidural is next Tuesday. Yeah, we went through the epidural route with Pam too. The thing about all those, it depends on how active you are. You start having diminished returns. It's kind of like cortisone, which, you know, once you get your second cortisone shot, you notice that the effects are shorter and shorter and shorter because the body adjusts to it. So it gets to a point where, you know, you either do like I've done, where you just grin and bear it, take a couple of leave just to dull the pain and keep stepping, or you'll get to a point where you're going to have surgery. So
that's the scary thing, man. You know, it's you never know how long those epidurals are going to last. Like I said, the first one was about a week, and this one's lasted since July. But you know, don't get me wrong, I'm still hurting all the time, man. Man, so hopefully
I had no idea.
We'll see what happens, man.
I had no idea. And is this an old injury?
No, man. Not that I know of. I think it's just the wear and tear over the years of lugging equipment and being in a van, airplane, and you know, being big dude, man. A lot of sports when I was a kid too.
Me too, brother. Lot of sports. and then throw in a couple wars and 10 years as a Marine. And
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's just my knee. I mean, I got arthritis everywhere, but it's my knee that I'm like, oh, whoa, you know.
My knees are shot too, man. They're but you know, hey, we're still kicking, man. And like you say, the show goes on, man.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing.
And that's the great thing. The music, a lot of times, if I forget to take sometimes I'm gonna pay for it later. My knee gonna swell up like a balloon. but on the stage, and nobody's gonna know because I'm having such a good time. And I don't know about you, but just like I'm entertaining people, I'm exercising my own demons. A lot of times it's very cathartic for me. You know, sometimes I'm playing for everybody, but I'm getting the benefit just like the audience is getting the benefit.
Right. Oh, man.
If that makes any sense.
I feel it 100%, man. 100%. I'm with you on that, man. And I know I've seen a buddy of ours in here, Aaron Joy Sarkar. I don't know if you remember, he jammed with us on that big All-Star jam at Mahindra with Charlie and Beth, man. It's good to see him on here. It's good to see so many familiar people on here.
Hopefully we introduce.
I wanted to give a shout out to him.
Well, hopefully we introduce you to some people that don't know you. That's what that's my real goal is sometimes people don't know people, man. And it's like I feel lucky that I get to introduce them to them. They spread the word about you, brother. So that is pretty
I appreciate it, man.
But
I do appreciate you having me.
Oh man, again, thank you for your spending the time because we're already 17 minutes over the hour. That's why I said I didn't want to be holding you too long. If you're good, I'm good. But I'll probably I know you got to roll. So before we go, Eric, can you put up his socials for me one more time? Would you mention your single that's coming out one more time?
Yeah, the new single's "Don't Shake the Devil's Hand." It has Victor Wainwright and John Ginty from John is from Alma Betts band. He was one of the original members of Robert Randolph and the Family Band. And you can find it on Spotify, iTunes. You can download it on Bandcamp. It's on all those places, SoundCloud. So I hope everybody will check it out and like it. We're really proud of it. It's a real meat and potatoes. You know, I'm not a real cerebral, brainy writer, and so this is a pretty cool, Memphis meets swampy Mississippi groove. Take you down to the crossroads. Yeah, but whatever you do, don't shake the devil's hand, man. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest today has been the great Brandon Santini, aka Mississippi harmonica. I'm gonna come up with something. God dang it. I'm gonna come up with something. I ain't forgot that. There's his info right there. You can get him at brandonsantini.com. You guys copy that down. Go check my brother out. Send him some love if you would, please. Sugar appreciate it. And we always try to bring new people to you. And we will try to get out the invitation of who will be next week earlier. Brandon, I'm sorry that we waited so late to get out the promo stuff. There was a lot going on internally, but you know that we love and appreciate you, brother. And these usually get about 2,500 to 5,000 views, depending on the show. So it'll be pretty good. It will live on YouTube. You can always go to my YouTube channel, download it, and check it out at any time. It's in 1080p over there at Sugaray Rayford on YouTube. It also will stay here on Facebook, but Facebook can get weird. Sometimes you can pull up old videos, sometimes you can't. So it's
right.
Barbara Ryan, congratulations on the new marriage, love. I love you very much. Earn joy, always. It's always good to see you. Nicole Mullen said, "Is it hard to learn to play harmonica?" Was that Nicole that said that?
It's like life. Sometimes you suck at it, and sometimes you blow at it, man. It's as simple as that.
I like that, bro. I like that a lot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my guest today has been Mr. Brandon Santini. Brandon, from the bottom of my heart again, thank you for taking the time. I love you, brother. I owe you a seatbelt machine. You know, I wind up throwing away like 4 of them.
Oh man.
Well, you know that thing came out. They recalled a bunch of them because there was something going on with the plastic or something. But a lot of mine were older. I was just gonna send you one, but after that, I just threw them out, and my wife bought me a new one that's like it's really space agey, but it works. So I got rid of all those old ones. So I didn't really forget, but there was a recall. Did you ever finally get one?
Oh man, I still got a good one, man. I still need to get me a little travel one. Is what I need to find, but it ain't
you need to travel one like I have.
Yeah,
it's literally that big. I can't think of the name of it then. Actually, my bass player just got one for him. Now the problem with him is he says, it comes with these little tabs for humidifying. He says not enough humidification for him. Like he says it dries him out. But he got that big honking nose, so I don't know. You got a regular nose like mine. I think you'll be fine. And
yeah.
And it'll take your prescription, and it's literally like the size of my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
What can I think of the name of it? Okay, that's
I
good.
see them out there online, man.
Air something mini is what I have for travel.
Oh yeah.
It's a little expensive, but it works, and I've had it for years. So, all right, brother. Man. Thank you for being here. I hope you had a good time on the Shack. Hopefully, some new people got to meet you and talk to you and all that. So, it's gonna be fun.
Great, man. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you having me, and hope to see you out there on the road sometime sooner than later, brother. I get back to normalcy.
I keep trying to get off, but people keep asking you questions. Bill Braxton says, Brandon, do you ever play?
Yeah, the Northwest.
What do you consider the Northwest?
It's been a while, but yeah, like Seattle and Portland. I play up that way.
Oh, Pacific Northwest. Okay.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. But yeah, we get out that way, man. And check out BrandonSantini.com. Check out my tour dates whenever they start coming back. We've got a spring tour coming up.
We just had that up. Let me go back. Where did we put that? Here we go. I'm gonna put that up again. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Bam.
Yeah. Boom.
That's because Eric is like the bomb, the ninja back there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man. Same for us. My new album, Into Deep, comes out March the 4th. And looks like, depending on how the Omicron does us, April or May, we should start running again.
Good deal.
We'll see. I mean, luckily we put that cushion time in because I was thinking about, because I had been off and I needed the time off to be here with my wife with what she was going through. But now that that's not over but leveling out, ready to play. We played at Bob Cortor's place Saturday night. That was a lot of fun. First time I've really done an indoor thing. Because I haven't done anything indoors other than the Blues Bender. Everything I've done been outside. All my guys are backstage and everything. But I we played back in November with Tito Jackson. But I was like, man, this new band, I've only had them. They've only got to play like 4 shows. I got to get these guys, Drake Shine has been doing a good job getting them rehearsed and everything, but rehearsing is great, but it's not the same as playing out in front of people. And so I needed to get them out. And they sounded, I'm bragging. Bunch of young guys, they all 25, 30-something years old, which I really like. No problems. They can tour. They can, nice young men. Played their heinies off.
Good, man. Good.
Freddie Lawson said, Brandon, hopefully a San Diego tour stop one of these times. Do you come out to San Diego way often? San Diego's kind of weird.
I've never played 48 states, including Alaska, and I've never played California. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I'm from Texas, and I played it once in my 20-something year career, and that was back in 2018. I played a little festival in Denton, and I'm from Texas, and I can get no love in my state. And I played almost every major country, never played Alaska.
Yeah.
Been there a couple times, but I've never played there.
Yeah, man. It's funny. When I go back home, like North Carolina, man, where I grew up, I have a hard time finding gigs there, man. It's hard to get love there.
Is it because they know us or something?
I have no clue, man.
It's weird. It is. I mean, my brothers have been lobbying like, man, my brother's, he's on magazines, he's the entertainer, he's this, that, and I'm like, I can't seem to really get any love in Texas. Mike Zito getting a lot of love in my state.
Yeah, come on, Texas, get it together.
Hey, that's a whole nother situation. But much love and respect, brother. I'm gonna let you go.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for taking the time. I hope your back gets better, man. I mean, ain't much I can do about that, but wish you good luck and send you positive vibes. But man, ain't nothing right when your back ain't right.
No, it ain't, man. But thank you so much again, man. I can't wait to hear your record, and I love what Eric and 40 Below are doing. Eric Korn and 40 Below are doing with you, man. It's great. Keep it.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear it, brother. Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Anytime, brother, and thank you. I really do appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest today has been the great harmonica player and all-around good person, Mr. Brandon Santini. You guys saw his socials up there. Give him some love, send some love. This will be out for a while. His new single is coming out shortly. Go back there and check that out. I think we said he called it "Don't Shake the Devil's Hand." I think it was. And,
that's it, man. Yeah.
And so that's coming out. You guys pick it up. Send some love. We just musicians. We can't make it without y'all, baby. The man need a new bowl of peanut butter and jellies and be able to buy some bread. Come on, come on, Cletus. I love y'all. And Brandon, you have a good one, man. We're gonna play a couple more videos and we're gonna let these people get out of here.
Thanks, man. Take it easy, everybody.
Thank you, Brandon.
All right.
Right on. That was Brandon Santini, Bad Cat, man. Let me see. I want to play one of the last shows that I did during the pandemic. This was at Jazz Alley, and I remember this was the second night. This is when we came out. Actually, I think this video is shot by Eric Sassaman. They came out that evening and told us that this was going to be the last show for the foreseeable future, and we were on stage. Not the greatest feeling, but we had fun. And forgive what I'm wearing because we were on tour. Come on now. You guys be blessed.
Ashes to ashes, and dust to dust.
I'm hoarse and all outdoors.
We dream many dreams that never come true.
Hey, Chris Cook. Hello, Marty. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Oh, Eric, don't be trying to put it out on low. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. And for God's sake, please be good to one another and to yourself.